What is the one thing you need to do to become the greatest in the kingdom of God and in life generally? What is that one thing you need to do to become the greatest? Not the great, not a greater, but the greatest. Tell me, take a guess. Is it giving tithes, offerings, sowing seed faith, fasting? No. Yeah, you don't need any of them, and I'm happy to tell you I have discovered the secret to greatness, and I'm here to share it with you in 4 simple tips. The third will blow your mind. You'll be so amazed to know that they are actually very simple things, but we have been overlooking them. So, a quick story time to tell you and share these 4 simple tips with you so that you can remember them more. The disciples of Jesus, yes, the greatest man that ever lived, wanted to be great. In fact, wanted to know who the greatest in the kingdom of heaven was. And they asked him, Master, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And rather than answering them plainly, it is this or this or this person, he brought a child to himself, Matthew 18, and said, anyone who wants to enter the kingdom must be converted to a child. And I asked myself, does it mean I have to become a baby again? Does it mean I have to start acting childishly, doing childish stuff? And oh, no, no. That is not what he meant at all. To become the greatest, you need to have childlike attributes, tendencies, and dispositions. The first thing about children is they are very trusting. Children can trust even a stranger. Children can believe whatever you tell them. If a parent says, I will buy you that thing, I will buy you this toy, I will buy that for you, children will just believe and they will start telling to everybody, my mommy said she will buy me that toy, my daddy said he will buy me chocolate, my mommy said she will buy me ice cream. Whether you, the parent, has the money or not, the children do not care. They don't even know if you have money. All they know is you've given them your word and they will take your word for it. Yes, to become the greatest in the kingdom, you have to take the word of your father for it. What has your father said concerning you? What is it he has promised you? Hold it. Have a childlike faith. Believe it so well that he has said it concerning you and it will be done unto you just as he has said it. That is the first thing about children. The second thing is children are very loving. Like, children love and share all they have. You can, as a parent, sacrifice to give your kids something. Say, take this biscuit to school. They will get to school and start distributing it, share with their friends. You want, mommy gave me, mommy gave me. Meanwhile, you are the parents who suffer to get it for them. They are loving, they share. As adults in the kingdom of God, we do not need to get all we can and can it all. Rather, we need to be loving to those around us. Show love, show care to one another. The third thing about children, which I told you will blow your mind, is they forgive easily. Have you seen kids? They will be playing together. In 1 minute, the next minute, they've had a little misunderstanding. They fought. Give me, you're not my friend again. Mommy, he is not my friend again. She's not my friend again. But before you say Jack Robinson, they are friends again. They started playing together again, sharing their toys again. They forgive easily and they let go of the past. As adults, you need to let go easily. Forget the past. Oh my God. Sometimes it's difficult, it's hard because these things have created scars in us. But to become the greatest, you need to forget the things that are behind and look forward. Press on toward the mark. Press on toward the future. We all have a past. We all have pasts. We all have things that have occurred in our lives. But we need to become childlike in the sense that we forgive ourselves, forgive those who have hurt us, forget the past and press on. Because tomorrow is greater than yesterday. And if you keep looking at the past, you will never go forward. So forgive and forget like children and look into the future. Forgive yourself, forgive that person today. And the fourth and final tip I have to share with you about being a child is that children are very teachable. They are easily influenced. They are flexible. They are manageable. They are malleable. They are not rigid. They are not tough. So you can tell a child, if you see your mommy in the morning, you say good morning. If you finish eating, you say thank you. What you teach them is what they become. So they can say thank you to anyone, even their age mates. They say good morning because that's what my mommy said. That's what my daddy said. Sometimes you will teach a child something They'll go out and their parents will say no. I will say no, my auntie said, my mommy said, because they are very teachable. Once they've learned something, they stick with it. As adults, we need to be teachable. Sometimes you need to relearn some of the things you've known. As adults, you don't bring it into God, you don't bring it into your work with God, you don't bring it into your relationship with God. Say, no, 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 this is how I have been taught, this is how I am, this is how. No, you need to become like a child, relearn, unlearn the negative things that has occurred in your environment or while you were growing up. Become a better version of yourself generally. Just like children who keep learning, they're inquisitive, they are curious. They can ask you 101 questions in 1 minute. Mommy, what are you doing? Mommy, what is that thing? Why are you putting pepper? Why are you using onions? Children want to know. Even in your walk with God, you should be curious to know more of Him, know more about Him, study His Word. Don't just be satisfied with what you've gotten from a preacher on television or in church. Inquire, ask him questions. Father, why is this happening? Why did you let this happen? And just let him love you like a loving father that he is. He wants us to come to him like children. Be loving, forgive and forget your past, be teachable, learn and trust him wholeheartedly. Trust and depend and rely on him. And I tell you the truth, if you can put these attributes to work, you will not only enter the kingdom of heaven, but you will be among the greatest because you have learned to trust and depend on the Father. So, with these 4 tips I have shared, I hope you've understood what the Master meant when he said we should become like children in order to become the greatest. Tell me in the comments, what other attributes or traits or characteristics do you think children have that made the Master said we should become like them? I'll be in the comments reading your comments to hear from you. I'm so excited, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, and stay childlike. The first thing about children, a child is crying. Yes, children cry. Children cry.